What if I told you the world spoke one language, one voice, one people? They journeyed together and settled in a wide plain called Shinar. The land was open. The future felt limitless. They said to one another, "Let us build a city and a tower that reaches the heaven." It sounded bold, it sounded courageous, it sounded visionary. But beneath those words was something deeper. Let us make a name for ourselves. Let us not be scattered across the earth. They wanted security in their own strength, glory in their own achievement, heaven on their own terms. So they began, brick by brick, fire by fire. They baked clay into hardened stone. Smoke rose into the sky, and the tower began to climb, higher, higher, higher. Children watched in wonder. Leaders stood in pride. The people believed nothing could stop them. Their unity made them feel invincible. But God saw the city. He saw the tower rising from the earth. He saw hearts rising even higher, not in worship, but in pride. And then, quietly, without warning, everything changed. A worker reached out his hand. "Pass me a brick." The man beside him froze. His words sounded broken, strange, unfamiliar. Another voice shouted instructions, but no one understood. Confusion spread like wildfire. Voices grew louder. Faces tightened with frustration. Friends stared at each other like strangers. The unity that once built the tower began tearing it apart. Hands that once worked together now pushed away in anger. Fear replaced confidence. Division replaced harmony. Families gathered their belongings. Groups pulled away from one another. Different sounds, different words, different languages. And slowly, they scattered. The tower stood unfinished, a monument not to greatness, but to pride. They called it Babel. Because there, their language was confused. The tower never reached heaven, because the real problem was never the height of the tower. It was the pride in the human heart. The Tower of Babel was never just about a building. It was about the human heart trying to rise without God. And maybe the story asks us something personal. What towers are we building? Is it reputation, success, influence, control? None of these things are wrong by themselves, but when they become our security, when they become our identity, when they replace our dependence on God, we begin building Babel again. Build, knowing that every breath comes from Him, because no matter how high we rise, He is higher. No matter how strong we feel, He is stronger. The message is not that we should stop building. It is that we must build with humility and fear of God.